When I came here to Columbia University, they didn't take me because the colored quota was full. The Negro quota was full. And the foreign black quota was full. So I didn't make it. Secondly, they didn't give degrees at that time in anthropology to black people. If I wanted to settle for an EDD, Doctor of Education, I could have gotten where no language required. Anything. I could have gotten the Doctor of Divinity and other such things. I didn't want that. Even though I was already a civil engineer. I wanted to study differently. So when I went to Cuba and Spain to study, because I brought up in Puerto Rico, my mother is a Puerto Rican, my father is Ethiopian, I was a European. And all my decisions were based upon European values, not African. And so I realized I was already graduated from the University of Puerto Rico as a civil engineer when my father said to me, now you have to go home to see. You see, the Greeks, you don't have a Greece doing anything until 1000 before the Common Era at best, when Homer wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey. That's the first European book ever written, the Iliad and the Odyssey. And that's only 1000 before the Common Era, before Christ, as you say. Come home. Come to Egypt, Ethiopia, and Sudan to see what you did, what your ancestors did. When the Greeks came there to school, come there to see not only the pyramids, come to see mathematics, writing, engineering, medicine, science, that your ancestors did. And then ask, who need to teach whom?
Yeah.
When circumcised, he remained there for 40 years. So he graduated at age 47. But he had to study all disciplines. He was then given the title priest when you finish the system. That means he was a lawyer, engineer, doctor, scientist, everything. He had a complete education. And that's what was the priest. You had a priest and a priest scribe. The priest was the one who did the profession. The priest scribe was the one who recorded the events. It took 40 years to train a priest. Of course, some of them flunked. As a matter of fact, I said, Jesus, I think John William James on page 187 of Stone Legacy mentioned where both Moses and Jesus had come to study. And of course, you know, Jesus is supposed to have come there at age 12 and left around age 30. That means he didn't complete his education. And then they said that in your Bible, in the book of Exodus, it says that Moses was trained as an Egyptian priest.
Right now, I'm andreaus13 for the African American News, bringing you the issues that concern the minorities in Nassau County, the only television show of its kind out here, bringing you our concerns. And here today, we have the illustrious Dr. Ben. He just spoke about Malcolm X, among other issues concerning the African American community, not just of Nassau County, but worldwide. And we want to ask him what message would he send to the African American community of Long Island about not just talking, which you've seen earlier in the pieces that we have for you, not just talking, but getting out and doing things for your community.
Well, I guess the program that I've just spoken for, with respect to Brother Malcolm, I want to remind people that Brother Malcolm died as he lived the latter part of his life, struggling for his people, and regardless of what people may say, quite to the contrary, that he had turned from his direction to another direction, that is the person or persons view of what they hope he was going to be like. But there's no evidence at all that Brother Malcolm was going to be anything else other than what he died as.
Right. And as you were speaking, you're talking about when people said he went to Mecca and he saw the blue-eyed devils participating with people with their kinky hair and the brown eyes.
He didn't need to go to Mecca. He could see that right in New York, on the west side in the Muslim temple. He went there on Riverside Drive. Excuse me, and he could see that. He could see that in Europe. If he went to the Eastern European countries, like Boston right now, you got the Muslims are fighting the Christians, and these are white Muslims fighting white Christians. He could have seen it there. He could see it in Egypt, and yes, he did see it in Mecca.
So they should pay tribute to the Malcolm X who said, "Accomplish what you will by any means necessary."
Yes, and that's the way he died. That's the way he lived, and we cannot change it to what we want it to be. We must change it. I mean, we must deal with it the way he lived it, and not assume what he would have done had he lived. Nobody knows what he would have done had he lived. His children do not know that. His wife, his widow, do not know that. Only Malcolm knew what he would have done had he lived, if he lived. And I don't know if the dead has any consciousness, but he did what he was going to do until he died. And that's all we can say. We can't add anything to it.
Right. And you have any special messages you would like to send out to the people who are here in Nassau County?
No, I know nothing more than recognize Malcolm for what he was, the contribution he has given to his people, and appreciate it, and thank the forces of nature for his mother and father for having brought him to us.
And you heard that from Dr. Ben. Thank you so much.